What's up YouTube? It's GC Off-Road, and today we're going to be installing a CV in the Jeep. So what we got here is a Cobra 19UltraIII 40 channel compact CB. It's the same kind you get at Walmart. They cost right around $40 plus tax, and I actually got this as a gift. So today we're going to be installing it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is unbox the CB and see what all it comes with. Alright, we've got the, looks like the registration papers and stuff for the warranty. And then we've got the CB right here. Everything's turned off. Got the wiring harness hooked up to it already. Here's our mounting bracket that screws onto the side. The kind of oversized microphone. And some hardware and the hanger for the microphone piece. So next what we're going to do is we're going to go inside the cab and try to find a place that we like or find suitable to mount the bracket that will hold the CB in place. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting the stuff back out of the box, and we'll grab the mounting bracket and figure out where we want this to sit at and hold our CB. Alright guys, so I've been messing around for about 30-45 minutes trying to figure out where I want to mount the CB at. What I'm thinking about doing is taking it and coming down under this side of the steering wheel and mounting it to the bottom of the dash. Now to make this process easier, I'm probably going to take and unscrew the lower dash panel and take it out of the Jeep. That way I can go use my hand drill on it and get it lined up a lot better than I'd be able to with it still in the Jeep. I'm going to grab a screwdriver and we'll start taking out the lower dash. Okay, so the first step here is going to be to remove all these screws that hold on the lower dash panel. Obviously we got one over here on this side, and we're going to pull off the plastic trim here and see how many are up behind here hidden. Alright guys, so I just got the screw out of the door over here, or out of the side where the door's at, and that was a mess. I don't know who had worked on this Jeep before I got it, but several of the screws in the dash cover are missing when I pull the trim off, and the screw that they put in the door has a step down shank on it, and it's boogered up pretty good. I got that freed up, so now what we're going to do is we're trying to slide the dash cover out of its clips that hold it in. Now, there's where that screw is located. When I pulled this off, there's a screw that goes in here right beside the steering wheel, and it was missing, and I have no screws in the bottom down here. We'll take this, slide this in right there, and pull back. Now the dash has a little metal clip on it right here that slides up into here and holds itself in place. Now, like I said, there's a screw that goes in right here on this side, and then you see right here there's a clip right here that holds it on, and there's one right inside there. So we'll try to pop those free like that. And there's actually a clip down here on the VIC cover, and that should just pop out. Okay, so I've got the dash cover laid out on the hood here. I'm going to show y'all how many screws holds this cover on. Down here on the bottom side, there's 4 locations for screws to mount into the support bar under the steering wheel. Over on this side, you've got the one that's right next to the door jamb. Then up here, you got the one right here that's on the left side of the steering wheel under the plastic trim, and the one under the right. Aside from that, you've got this little spring clip. You got 1, 2, 3 on the top, and then you got one down on the side that clips into the VIC cover. So what I've done is I've made my markings right here to right here, and this little bracket that comes with the CV will get mounted right there, and my CB will face up at me. So I'm gonna set up the camera real quick, get this drilled out. I've got one of my test bolts I'm going to use to hold it together with, and we'll drill it and mount the bracket to it. Now doing this, we're going to start with the center hole. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill the hole in these two sides, and then we'll go back up to the Jeep, grab the rest of the mounting hardware, bolt it all together. So I didn't show trimming the plastic out because this stuff is pretty dense. It's like what's inside the cover of the bumpers, you know, for impact absorbing. So instead of cutting it, I just pried it loose from the back of the cover, and that freed up the spot to where I could mount my screws and taps on the back. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back, line everything back up with the foam stuck to the inside of the cover, and pop it all back together. Now, like y'all just seen, I just popped those back in, and it's back together, and there's where the mount's at. So now I gotta round up some of these extra screws and try to bolt this back together. Well, that was a little bit more of a hassle than it needed to be, but y'all can see where I got it mounted at. It gives me plenty of room. I got about 4 inches or so before my leg hits it, so it'll be all right down there for now. So next step is going to be to wire it up and mount the bracket that holds the microphone. So I've decided I'm going to mount the clip for the microphone right there, and what I'll be using to mount it are these supplied screws. Now the next step is going to be wiring the CB up. So there's several ways to do it. You can hardwire it basically to your battery into ground, or you can buy these little adapters that go into your accessory power plug-ins. Alright guys, so that's kind of how you install a CB. I'm not going to do the wiring in this video because I've not decided how I'm going to run everything. So I also got some accessory lights on the outside that has to be wired in. So I'm just going to save the wiring for another day. And as far as the antenna goes, right now what I'm using is one of these magnet antennas like from Walmart. And it works pretty good at a closer range. I don't reach out as far as I'd like to, but it works for what I'm using it for. So that's how you install a CB. Hope you enjoyed this video. If it helped you out, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You can check me out on Facebook and Instagram at GC Off-Road. Thanks for watching.